All right, well, believe it or not, this is actually a good problem to use a while loop on. It would give me some freedom with how I write the step expression, and I might step differently based on if I find a 13 or not. So I'll write it first as a while loop, but I'll change it to a for loop after if you'd rather see that. And, just basic sum tracker. But if we do find a 13, we're going to take sort of a different action. So we can run this loop as long as this index tracker, whatever you happen to name it, has not yet reached the length of the array, right? Last index is one less. And so what I'm thinking is I'm going to take two different sets of actions. So if I find at num's index that there's a 13, I'll take one set of actions. Otherwise, I'll take a different set of actions. So if I don't find a 13, that's probably the easier case. Like I'll just say that my sum goes up by the number. Okay, so num's index. And then I'll just go advance to the next value. So I'll say index plus plus. Now, if I do find a 13, I don't want to add anything to the sum, so I'll just skip that part. And instead of going to the next number, I'm going to go right past it by jumping forward 2 indexes. And that's what I was saying. With a while loop, I could have like 2 different step expressions based on what I encounter. Though, if you wanted to make this a for loop, it's easy. So all you'd have to do is just change while to for, right? Bring in your index statement to the front here, okay, so that you're initializing. And then your step expression, you probably could just use index plus plus as kind of a standard step expression. Oopsies. And then what you could do is right here, this is where I have to make one more change for the for loop, because if it's built into the for loop to always step forward one value, I only want to step forward an additional one value when I find a 13. I'm already going to go to the next number. By stepping forward one more, I'll go past it, and then I'll end up skipping it the same way. So this is equivalent to what I was just doing.